Okay, welcome to Unscripted. Introduce yourself.
My name is Michael Meehan, aka Bibby.
Okay, first off then, why Bibby?
I feel like I want to keep that as a mystery because
Okay.
everyone always asks,
Okay.
and I don't know whether or not I want to spill the beans as to why.
Does anyone know in the club?
Yes, several people.
Okay, maybe I'll ask around. Tell me about home life.
I am a husband, father of a beautiful baby boy called Joseph. Husband to Samantha Meehan.
Okay.
I don't really know what else to say. Despite me being on the internet for a living, I do kind of keep my family life mildly private.
Right, okay. And your job?
I work at a digital marketing agency called Jelly Media. So we were specialised in video games. Some massive video games, not going to mention exactly what they are because I don't know what I'm working on.
Okay.
But yeah, I work at a digital marketing agency based in Blackpool called Jelly Media.
And ice cream uploads, is that yours or?
No, that is part of the company.
Okay.
So that is, I started working there in 2018 and it took maybe till 2020 to realise why it was called Ice Cream Uploads because obviously jelly and ice cream go together, never made the connection before. But it is owned by Jelly Media and it's our, shall we say, testing platform and content creation engine for us to be able to express ourselves, upskill, like learning how to do this.
Yeah.
This kind of thing, get the confidence in, become content creators.
Who's on it with you?
So it's me and Graham, who is actually my boss, but also like a very close / best friend. Anyway, so we have a very good rapport with each other. We kind of bounce off each other, which makes obviously when you're creating content a hell of a lot easier. As is this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring you down a little bit because you know what I mean.
So social life, anything? What other than football? Do you do anything? Any other sports or anything?
I did play golf. When I left the club, I think it was in 2019. I took up golf, even though I played golf for a while. Not very good at it, but then decided during lockdown, just before lockdown, myself and Samantha got married at a golf club, and we realised like why am I not doing this? It's affordable. Don't have a child if you want to play golf because it just becomes unaffordable. But yeah, going around the golf course with your 3 best mates every Saturday and Sunday for 4 hours at a time, and then going back to the clubhouse afterwards where the wives would meet you and stuff like that afterwards. That was glorious. That was a much better prospect than waking up, going playing football, and not drinking afterwards.
Fair. Joseph, is he called it?
Yeah, it's Joseph, yeah.
How old?
2 and a bit.
So, into football?
Yeah, we're taking football training every Monday.
Okay.
He's got out the habit of picking the ball
Okay.
up frequently, and he just smashes the ball around the house now. Our volley, bosh, he's smacking it around, so yeah.
Another Bibby?
At least said the same thing. He said, is he coming to play for Stockport? I went, mate, he's going to be captain of the first team.
Love that.
So yeah, hopefully he'll. He's got a hell of a shot on him. He's massive for his age and he's rapid. So hopefully he's got some form of me in there somewhere.
That's good. So obviously over to the AFC side. Why AFC?
So I got brought to the club. In my head, it was 2013 that I joined.
Okay.
Around that time.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, he already played for the club, Roberto. He was already playing for the club. He was like, do you want to come play for these? So I was like, yeah. So me, Wilksy, and another 2 friends, Sumner and Mike, all came over because we played for a club called the Townhouse. It was just a local pub club.
Okay.
They ended up kind of folding, so we needed somewhere to play. And I kind of been in and out since.
And you had like probably 3 or 4 years there, innit? Where you were at the club for a
bit.
Yeah. Talk to me about that time, innit? What was it like?
It's difficult because
if you can remember.
Yeah, I mean it's a long time ago. You asked me to pick out 11 players, and I think I give you a list of 22. So I've literally given you 2 squads of players worth of squads worth of players. But I haven't been physically fit in 14 years, I'd say. I'm 33 now. So growing up, I don't like talking about myself in a positive manner of how decent I was at football, but I played at a half decent enough level to be considered to be played at Umbro tournaments and stuff like that when I was younger. And I dislocated my shoulder, out for 3 or 4 months, came back, dislocated my shoulder, out for 4 months, dislocated my shoulder, out for a year because I didn't want to play anymore. Come back, dislocated my shoulder. So by the time I got to like 21, I was already done. Like there was no, I was having so much time off work with my shoulder because I worked in retail at the time. I couldn't lift anything up, so kind of out of work, can't work in an office. So it just put me off doing anything physical, to be honest. So I just kind of let myself go. Didn't have the passion for it like I used to do, but I still wanted to continue playing. And I don't think the likes of Nick got the best out of me, if I'm being perfectly honest, because I didn't want to play.
Yeah.
So again, we'll probably come on to it later on. But when Sammy ended up becoming the force manager, I think it was, she'd asked me if I would go, and I just said nah. I just wanted to be out of the house. It's something I've always done. I didn't have the passion to play for it.
You left, but you were always commenting on AFC socials, always positive. Was you always going to come back at some point?
Playing foot, I retired at 29. Like I was done. I didn't want to do it anymore. There was nothing more, I'd say, humiliating or embarrassing than thinking that I can still do it, bringing the ball down, taking it past the defender, and then not being fit enough to reach beyond them. So even if the worst player on the pitch I was up against, and I'd do him every time, they'd always catch me up. It's kind of like, why am I even doing this? Like I had no desire to go and get fit again. So yeah, essentially.
And then now you're back.
And now I'm back. So yeah.
Before we get on to this season, let's give us a good achievement. What have you achieved as a player? What's your best achievement?
Well, when Brody asked me to come back, I did have a quite a frank discussion with him, just to say, like, I'm happy to be a squad player. Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting to play as many games as I have. I wasn't expecting to start as many games as I had. So I didn't really have that much of a bar to set, to be honest, just to get a few minutes. I come back with my nephew. He's 24, 25. So it was quite nice to be able to play with him. And just to have fun, essentially. So I didn't really have anything in mind. Having to change the style of play that I am, rather than being on the last shoulder when my body turned, I'm now facing back to goal off the last defender to bring other people in. That's completely new to me this year, playing on a false 9. Never done it before. Thoroughly enjoyed it. So I didn't really have anything to set a bar as, shall we say.
What about favourite goal?
Bowerfold. Well, this year, Bowerfold did 2 of their defenders, playing top of the league, by the way. We went 2-0 up, threw it away. Consistent story this year, by the way. Did 2 defenders, sat the keeper down, slid it in, bosh, 1-0.
Love that. Stats.
Yeah, they're good at poor.
Played 64.
So this is overall?
This is overall,
okay, right, sound.
64. Mm-hmm. 7 goals.
Yeah.
17 assists, which means you're a magician.
Well, no, because it means that I've got 11 assists this year, so the rest of them I'm just completely ineffective. The rest of the games, about 60 games, completely ineffective.
So, no yellow cards, no red cards,
no
player in the matches, which I'm surprised Brody didn't give you a couple of them.
Joke.
Your debut was the 26th of April. Whoa. In 2 days, 2015.
Oh, is that okay? So not even 10 years yet.
So not quite 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly, from 2014 to 2018, you scored 2 goals. This season, you've scored 5, which is more than your whole rest of your career. Mm-hmm. Exactly the same with your assists. 7 in 14 to 18, and then 11 from 23 to 24. Well, it says 10 here, but you think it's 11, so...
in fact, I think it actually should be 12. Going on record, I think it should be 12 because Lawrence robbed one of mine. It was a game that you was at, actually, and I think you was the one that put it in, Fitting Hill All-Stars. And Lawrence ended up getting it, and I 100% headed that on to whoever it was that ended up scoring. It got listed as his.
Love it.
Disgrace.
Okay, let's go with top 11, so you can see it on the door there.
Yeah.
We'll start with, I'll go through them all.
Yeah.
So, goalkeeper Amadula.
Mm-hmm.
On the left, Callum Kemp.
Yeah.
Andy Taylor and Oggy in the middle. And then Wilkes on the right. Anything to say about them 4?
Yeah, so we had a conversation about the keepers earlier before we started rolling. I love Alex. I think he's a fantastic keeper. I've played with a lot of keepers, but we never seem to have one fit for more than 7 or 8 games.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to be able to actually pick a first tier a keeper that I've played with the most, but I think Amendola is probably the best and the one that I can play with the most.
Yeah.
I don't want to say he's a default pick.
Yeah.
But he's my pick of the bunch. I still think he's a fantastic player.
Then you got Caden, CDM.
Yeah.
Dazzy is on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Brody, Hartley, and Jaden Bailey on the right. Anything for them?
Yeah, I mean, I've never known anyone to be a bigger wind-up merchant than Caden.
Okay. Yeah,
he gets people sent off for it. He just kicks them, and then he just chats a load of grief. I was going to swear then, but
he gives it.
He gives it out, and at one point this year, he got someone so wound up that they ended up clattering Chris Buxton. He got absolutely decimated for it, but then he ended up getting sent off because he wound him up that much. I love that man.
So Caden's a leader as well, isn't he? This guy.
Yeah, like I think he's probably one of the 5 in the group that if I was to walk off, I'm giving him the captain band because I know he's an absolute leader.
And then Jordan up top.
Yeah,
speaks volumes.
Absolute goal machine. Absolute goal machine.
Not as good though for Legion as you'd expect.
I don't know. I think he played like maybe 12 games and got like 11 goals.
Right. Okay. So one a game is still a good.
And I think he's like 8 assists.
I think obviously you weren't here last year, but he scored 40 goals for one team for the Sats, and it's very very hard to replicate it the next year.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. Well, I mean, me and Jordan had a very good chemistry because he knew what I was going to do. It's the same with loads. There's loads of names that I give you. There's Dave Parker. There's Brandon Bernard. There's I've got them all listed on my phone. Tom Hanan, Tom Hughes. I've obviously been around the club. Caddy. I've been around the club for nearly 10 years. So the amount of players that I've played with, like I'm very. I bet most people didn't even know that I played with Dazzy.
Yeah.
And he is an unbelievable baller. So yeah, my first season in the reserves, he ended up dropping down, and now he's a Hall of Famer. So
looking at that team, actually looking at your Legion team you've got now, that you're a part of, you got start 2, bench 2, and sell 2. Who are you going for?
Out of all these,
out of the Legion team, the guys that you play with now.
Oh God! So starting, Caden and Jaden.
Okay, bench.
Gilly.
Gilly.
I know. Sorry, Gilly. Kanan, probably because he's been on the bench a lot this year, and I think he'd be happy with that.
And Sal. Get rid of?
And Nathan, because I don't feel bad about saying that.
Okay.
I really don't know. It's really bad, that, isn't it? Like in terms of you're out, mate.
See you later, mate. They can come to me.
Do you need a keeper? Because we've got 2.
Nope.
You don't need a keeper. I'm not sure. Do you know what? For the sake of it, I'll just go Gilly again because I know he won't take it to heart.
Okay. Right. So, mixture of questions off Instagram. Questions I've got to ask you. Ever considered managing a team?
Yes, but I'm too lazy for it.
So for the paperwork and all the bits and bobs.
Yeah, obviously
on the sideline.
Yeah, I haven't got that much time in my life as it is.
Yep.
So that would literally just take up the rest of it. And working in Blackpool, coming home, and then putting my son to bed, and then spending time with my wife. Don't really want to be spending all my time on the phone, doing all the admin stuff. So I would love to at some point, probably in 5 or 10 years when my boy's a little bit older, and I've got a lot more free time. But no, it does appeal to me to be a coach, but to be a manager, it might be a little bit different.
Fair. If you could play under any other manager, who would it be and why?
Do you want me to say you?
Do I have to say me, mate? No.
Good. Probably Nick again.
Nick?
Probably, because I've already played under her, so it just makes sense. She knows what I'm about. She knows what I'm going to bring her. She knows the discipline that I have and what I expect from people.
Okay.
On the pitch, so I think that's probably the logical choice.
If there was 3 other players, what other 3 other players would you play with in the club?
Oh, so they'd come to Legion?
Yeah. If you know any of us.
Yeah. No more, mate. Mike Jones.
Okay.
One of your boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of your boys. Wilksy.
Yeah, obviously.
And then Jordan again, because he doesn't play for us technically. So bring him back.
Yeah. Okay, bring him back.
Yeah.
What milestone would you like to achieve? So it could be goals, could be appearances, assists, or anything you want to. Most player of the matches.
No, I'm not bothered about that. I'm not bothered about goals. I mean, obviously, it shows. I dropped too deep now, I think, because I'm the kind of the third phase of play.
Yep.
So I'm so far behind the ball when it goes forward because I'm bringing it down, spraying it out wide and stuff. So goals, assists, maybe get a few more. I definitely think I could have had a lot more this year. Do you know what? Just starting games again. Like when I came to do pre-season this year, I didn't expect to play as much as I have. So I put myself on like a calorie deficit diet, lost 2.5 stone. So if I continue to do that, I'd like before Christmas to lose another 2.5, so then I can play more games. But I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say that it hasn't been easy, but it's been easy enough where it's been manageable. I've not hated it and detested it because I've bought an exercise bike, doing that in front of the TV. I'm not eating as much and stuff, so it's more than manageable. But I just play more games. I just want to be in and around the squad. That's all I want to do.
One of the best questions. Do you think you liked playing with a Cara Wild or Brody?
Well, Cara only managed me for one game this year, and it was 100% record. Okay. And I think she's managed 2. Won 1, drew 1, so 75%. Yeah. I'm going Brody. Sorry, Cara.
Brody, okay. And last question off me or Instagram. What have you enjoyed most this season?
Playing football again, I think.
What about it?
Just playing football. Just
kicking the ball.
I'm a man of routine, so I know on Thursdays that I'm coming to play football. I know that at 8:30, Nathan's coming to mine. We're driving to football. We're training. We're going home. Sunday, I'm there at 8:30. I mean, a lot of the lads probably won't know this, but I actually told Brody to get everyone there for 9:30.
Okay.
Just so that we can either spend more time with each other, make sure that everyone's out on the pitch, we're warming up, we're doing what we need to do. There needs to be some sort of discipline in and around the stuff. And I think that's what I enjoy being around, because I know a lot of people that I've played with this year probably, they've never met me.
Yeah.
And they're probably thinking, who's this whopper that's coming and getting us? But I think I've earned the respect of nearly all of them in the team. And I'd hope they'd appreciate me being around. So. Yeah. I feel like that is probably the biggest thing that I've enjoyed. No one has bitched, no one's moaned, no one's thrown the toys out the pram. We've all literally just got together and enjoyed, and we've had a successful season for a brand new team that's come. I mean, Legion's obviously been around forever, but when I turned to pre-season, there was only 4 of us.
Yeah.
So the fact that we now have a team of, I don't want to say the team of winners because we haven't won anything, but we all have a very determined team.
You did okay though.
Yeah, well, obviously the team the league got split and we ended up coming second in that league. It was in our hands and we absolutely bottled it. And all the lads came off and no one was pointing the blame at each other. There was literally like, we should have done so much better. We understand that we bottled it ourselves.
Next season, are you still there?
Oh yeah, of course I am. Okay. Yeah, I'm counting down the days till I go into the vets, so I don't have to. I mean, I'm probably really fast in the vets, and that's no disrespect. But I'll probably be one of the youngest.
Love it.
I'll be one of the youngest there, so I'd hope that I'll have a little bit more.
Last thing, do these quick fire questions with everyone.
Yeah, go for it.
AFC or City?
City.
Brody or Adam? Wilkes.
Sorry, Brody, it's Wilkes.
Own goal or sending off?
I scored a couple of own goals, so I'll go with that.
Okay. Would you like to win the league as a player or watch City win the league?
We City do it every year now, so I'll win the league as a player, obviously.
Yeah. And last minute penalty, who's taking it?
Millie? Milton Gomez.
Oh, Milton Gomez. Oh,
yeah.
My God.
I've never seen anyone, barring Balotelli, that's as confident as taking it. I'm not picking Jaden, he's missed 2 this year.
Milton, top corner Milton, isn't it?
Bottom right every time.
Bottom right, mate.
Opens his body up, opens a foot up, bosh.
Okay.
Presses it in.
Well, this has been unscripted. You are Bibby. We are...
35 seconds left.
35 seconds left.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Thoroughly. Have you?
Yeah.
More importantly.
Yeah, well and truly. You were so easy to talk to. Guys, anyone watching this, just have a look on socials. Let me know if you want to... anyone else to be involved. Have a look at Bibby's channel, Ice Cream Uploads.
Proud sponsors of me.
Yeah.
Ice Cream Uploads, at We've Got Vivino. Mate, thank you very much.
Nice one.
Pleasure.
Please beep. 3, 2, 1.
I thought you put it on silent.
Nice one. See you later.